Can an old home with pokey corners and awkward spaces be turned into something contemporary and truly livable? I'm Matthew Walton from Walton Architecture, and welcome to Kin House. The first problem that we had to solve was really the circulation through the house. Before the house was renovated, the kitchen was around a bit of an awkward corner. You would have to turn 90 degrees and 90 degrees again, and to get to the backyard, you actually have to go through a bedroom. So the spaces didn't really work. What we tried to do was create a very clear axis from the front gate of the house all the way through to the backyard. In a lot of ways, the front gate actually acts as the front door to the house. There was an existing pool that was fully renovated, and instead of having then a traditional front door behind that, we just did large glass sliding doors opening onto this pool space. And that's an important move because it blurs the threshold between inside and outside. There's not this formal front door which you have to knock on at that point. You're really inside the house as soon as you come through that front gate. That's something we try and explore in a lot of our projects. The renovation is to about a third of the house. This is both for sustainability and for controlling the costs on the project. One of the key moves was really removing that front kitchen, living, dining space and doing a new one. The new space is mid-century modern inspired, which is both in the aesthetics, lots of timbers, lots of stones, but also in how the spaces connect to each other, the open plan living. The resulting space feels a lot larger than it is because we extended the ceiling a lot higher than you would in a normal house. And we did a bank of windows along the northeast side to allow that morning light to really come into the space. There was an existing courtyard from the old house which was built in and internalized in the 90s, and we thought it'd be very appropriate to open this back up. So we took that roof out and we took the flooring out and put all landscaping into that space. And really, because the floor plan is a big square and this was right in the middle, that was a very dark spot of the home. But by pulling the roof out and making it open to the outside, it allows ventilation straight through this area and light, and it really acts as the lungs of the house. On that note, the heart of the house is really the kitchen, and it's front and center when you walk into the space. That's because the owners love to entertain and they're also growing a family, and this is really the key part of the home as you enter it. If we move through to the main bedroom, we've done a similar move where we've pulled the ceiling up with high-level windows to make this room feel as large as possible. The ensuite, while humble in size, has beautiful finishes and borrows light from above using a skylight to make it feel a lot bigger. Back through to the master and looking out onto the main living space, we've used landscape as a privacy tool while still allowing views from the bed to the pool. And over time, this landscape will grow up and provide more privacy. And this has really just been a sneak peek because the landscape is still growing, and we'll be back in about 6 to 12 months to take another look.